Fair and Better World, IAM Introduction. I'd like to introduce you to a core concept, one that is at the root of my approach to issues and ideas on a daily basis. It is a simple concept, but its ramifications are profound in the guidance it provides in looking at human relationships, including our relationship with ourselves. The irony is that I can only describe my I am. I cannot speak for you or for others. That is at the core of I am. Thus, if you have a fundamentally different perspective that we'll call your I am, then you may disagree with the principles that arise from my perspective, my I am. Even such basic principles such as free will and gravity cannot be discussed without recognizing that my I am may differ from yours. In fact, there is no topic that can be discussed without recognizing that at the end of the day, what you choose to believe or stand by is entirely up to you and independent of my I am. Even that is inaccurate in that I am referencing and presuming on your I am. So I can only say that regardless of another's position, I will form a final opinion based on my I am. In the modern world, the idea that someone can disagree with you can be a source of anger and frustration. I here use you to reference a generic person. I am not immune to that frustration. It is a natural human condition, or at least it seems to be. However, if we can accept and respect our own I am, and can accept and respect another's I am, we can perhaps operate in a manner that diminishes anger and frustration. From I am, my I am only ever speaking as myself. From my I am, I consider that I must accept and respect another person's I am as their intrinsic right. A privately held I am is intrinsically sacrosanct in my perspective, yet we live in a society where that internal I am, that personal I am, is under constant bombardment. Thus, there will be plenty more to discuss from this perspective, but the core principles that I'd invite you to consider are as follows. First, that I consider myself to have a sense of self that I refer to as I am. Second, that I assume that you may have a sense of self in a similar manner, but I cannot know that, nor do I have a right to presume that. Third, that I reserve to myself the right to form a final opinion privately and internally, and I consider that you may choose to do likewise. Fourth, that I consider privately held perspectives, even entirely contradictory to each other by separate persons, have no bearing the one upon the other. Fifth, that to the extent that private perspectives become public by expression or action derived from those perspectives, then they become public and naturally amenable to scrutiny. Already by those 5 positions, I am aware that there is the potential for great dissent and conflict, leading to anger and frustration perhaps in others. As such, we'll likely explore issues arising in due course. For the moment, I'd invite you to consider whether you can relate to a sense of self, a sense of I am. You may wish to reflect on your core principles in regard to your sense of self, your I am. For a fair and better society, I personally consider that a sense of self and a respect for others' sense of self, our I am, and respect for another's I am, are a foundational element. If you'd like to reach out to me, feel free to do so at andrew@fairandbetterworld.com or andrewmatherexplore@gmail.com.